Have you noticed it too? The headlines, the TikToks, the Instagram reels, everyone's talking about Tennessee. And it's not just talk. In the past year alone, Tennessee's population has grown by over 1.2%, adding more than 85,000 new residents, according to the latest census estimates. That may not sound huge at first, but in the world of state migration, that's massive, especially for a state that used to fly under the radar. So what's going on? Why are so many people, retirees, remote workers, young families, even entrepreneurs, suddenly packing up and heading south to the volunteer state? Is it the low taxes, the music, the mountains, or is there something deeper pulling people in? Today we're breaking down the 10 biggest reasons why people are leaving behind the noise, the expense, and the stress, and choosing Tennessee instead. But before we jump in, let us know in the comments, have you ever thought about moving to Tennessee? And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Now let's dive in. Affordability is the first and possibly the biggest reason why so many people are making the leap to Tennessee. According to data from the Council for Community and Economic Research, Tennessee's cost of living is around 10% lower than the national average. And it's not just one or two cities, it's statewide. Let's break it down. The average price of a home in Tennessee is around $319,000, compared to $420,000 in the U.S. overall. In places like Nashville, the prices have climbed a bit due to the boom, but in cities like Chattanooga, Clarksville, and Johnson City, you can still get a modern 3-bedroom house with a yard for well under $300,000. Even everyday expenses are cheaper. Groceries, transportation, and healthcare costs all come in below average. Gas prices, for example, are consistently 30–40 cents cheaper per gallon than in states like Illinois or New York. Eating out? A nice meal for two at a mid-range restaurant in Knoxville might cost you $40 to $50. In San Francisco or LA, expect to double that. If you're moving from a high-cost area, living in Tennessee can feel like getting a pay raise without changing your job. Imagine earning your paycheck and actually getting to keep more of it. That's reality in Tennessee, where there's zero state income tax on wages and salaries. This alone can be a game changer for many people. If you earn $100,000 a year in California, you might be paying around $9,000 to $13,000 in state income taxes depending on deductions and filing status. In Tennessee, you keep it all. Even more appealing for retirees, Tennessee doesn't tax Social Security benefits, 401k withdrawals, or pension income. The Hall income tax, which used to apply to investment income, was fully repealed in 2021, making Tennessee one of the most tax-friendly states in America. Property taxes are also low. Tennessee ranks 15th lowest in the nation. On average, the effective property tax rate is just 0.64%, compared to New Jersey's whopping 2.21%. That means more savings every year, which makes homeownership more sustainable in the long run. Tennessee isn't just a pretty face. It has economic muscle, too. The state's economy has evolved far beyond its agricultural and musical roots. It's now home to major industries like healthcare, automotive manufacturing, logistics, and technology. Nashville, for example, has become a healthcare powerhouse thanks to HCA Healthcare and more than 500 healthcare companies operating in the region. Over 400,000 people are employed in the sector statewide. In Memphis, FedEx's global headquarters anchors a massive logistics and transportation economy, supported by easy access to multiple interstate highways and one of the busiest cargo airports in the world. In the automotive sector, Nissan, Volkswagen, and General Motors all operate major facilities here, and the recent announcement of Ford's Blue Oval City, a $5.6 billion electric vehicle manufacturing complex outside of Memphis, is set to create more than 5,000 high-paying jobs over the next decade. Meanwhile, Chattanooga has quietly become a tech hotspot. Thanks to its citywide gigabit internet, the fastest in the country when it launched, startups and remote workers are flocking to the scenic, mid-sized city. Tennessee's unemployment rate remains consistently below the national average, hovering around 3.2% in early 2025, and job growth is strong across both urban and rural areas. It's not just about getting a job, it's about finding opportunity. Tennessee is a visual masterpiece. From the rolling hills of Middle Tennessee to the majestic Great Smoky Mountains in the east, nature lovers are spoiled for choice. And the best part? It's all accessible. Tennessee is home to 56 state parks and the most visited national park in the U.S., the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which sees over 12 million visitors per year. Want to hike a trail with waterfall views? Check. Want to kayak or paddleboard on a serene lake? Done. How about rock climbing, mountain biking, or just having a picnic in a quiet green space? Tennessee's got it all. And while other states can offer similar scenery, Tennessee makes it affordable and easy to enjoy. You're never more than a couple hours from a nature escape. Plus, Tennessee gets all 4 seasons: lush springs, warm summers, colorful autumns, and mild winters. Snowfall is light in most parts of the state, so you get that seasonal feel without the harshness of a Chicago winter or the gloom of a rainy Seattle February. Buying a home in Tennessee doesn't just mean lower upfront costs, it also means lower long-term expenses. As mentioned earlier, the state's average effective property tax rate is only 0.64%, making it one of the best in the nation for homeowners. For comparison, if you buy a $300,000 home in Tennessee, you might pay around $1,900 per year in property taxes. In New Jersey, the same home could cost you over $6,600 per year in taxes. This isn't just a footnote. It has a huge impact on your monthly budget and long-term affordability. For people looking to build equity without feeling squeezed every year by rising taxes, Tennessee is incredibly attractive. And with strong appreciation in key markets like Nashville, Chattanooga, and Murfreesboro, the investment potential is real. Okay, we're halfway through, and now we want to hear from you. Which of these reasons is standing out the most so far? Are you thinking about moving to Tennessee? Or maybe you're already living there and nodding along with everything we're saying? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love reading your stories, your insights, and your questions. What's surprising you the most in this list? And what would you like to see us cover next? Maybe a deep dive into the best small towns in Tennessee? Or a comparison between Tennessee and Texas? We're building this channel with you in mind, so your feedback really matters. If you're enjoying the video so far, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join the community. We've got a lot more coming your way. Tennessee's cultural landscape is as rich and soulful as its scenery. Music is baked into the DNA of this state. Nashville isn't called Music City for nothing. It's home to the Grand Ole Opry, the Country Music Hall of Fame, RCA Studio B, and countless live venues. But Nashville isn't just for country music fans. It's a hotbed for rock, blues, gospel, and even hip-hop. Then there's Memphis, the birthplace of rock and roll, where legends like Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, and B.B. King made history. Beale Street still buzzes with live music, barbecue smoke, and foot traffic every night of the week. Speaking of food, Tennessee's culinary scene is fire. Think Nashville hot chicken, slow-cooked ribs in Memphis, Appalachian comfort food in the east, and fresh farm-to-table southern eats all across the state. And the arts? Tennessee punches well above its weight with film festivals, local theater, and a growing visual arts scene. Whether you're into music, food, dance, or design, Tennessee offers authenticity and access without the pretentious price tag. Let's talk about something a bit more intangible, but very real: freedom. Tennessee has a reputation for valuing personal liberty and limited government. That appeals to a broad range of people who feel increasingly restricted in other parts of the country. Whether it's fewer regulations for small businesses, relaxed zoning laws for homesteaders, or less red tape around homeschooling and personal healthcare decisions, Tennessee offers a lifestyle of independence that's increasingly hard to find. In 2022, the Cato Institute ranked Tennessee third in the nation in its Freedom in the 50 States Index, which measures personal and economic freedoms. That includes everything from tax policy to education choice to firearm rights and pandemic response. For people who want to live with more autonomy and less interference, Tennessee is a breath of fresh air. If you're looking to invest in property, Tennessee is becoming a gold mine. With a growing population, strong rental demand, and affordable entry prices, the state offers ideal conditions for both long-term investors and short-term rental owners. Nashville saw housing prices jump nearly 50% in 5 years, even amid national slowdowns, and continues to draw young professionals, tourists, and remote workers. In smaller cities like Clarksville, Murfreesboro, and Cleveland, you'll find great cap rates and steady appreciation. Chattanooga and Knoxville are also emerging as hot markets, with strong job growth and a rising tourism economy. Importantly, Tennessee remains friendly to Airbnb and short-term rental operators, unlike places like New York City or San Francisco, where regulations have become extremely tight. With relatively low property taxes and no income tax on rental profits, the numbers just make sense. Tennessee has become a leader in making education affordable and accessible, drawing families who prioritize long-term opportunity. The Tennessee Promise program provides 2 years of free tuition at any state community college or technical school for graduating high school seniors. Meanwhile, Tennessee Reconnect allows adults over 25 to go back to school tuition-free. These programs reduce the burden of student loans and increase career options for thousands every year. On the K-12 front, districts like Williamson County are nationally recognized for excellence, with high test scores, graduation rates, and student resources. Tennessee also embraces school choice, giving families flexibility through charter schools, magnet programs, and relaxed homeschooling regulations. Higher education is strong too, with universities like Vanderbilt and UT Knoxville offering nationally ranked programs in law, medicine, engineering, and more. For families and individuals looking to invest in education without financial strain, Tennessee stands out in a big way. What really sets Tennessee apart isn't just its landscapes or affordability, it's the way people treat each other. Southern hospitality isn't a cliché here, it's part of the fabric of everyday life. Whether you're moving into a Nashville suburb, a mountain town in East Tennessee, or a neighborhood in Memphis, expect warm welcomes, friendly conversations, and genuine connections. People wave to their neighbors, strike up conversations in line at the grocery store, and invite newcomers to cookouts and local events. Community pride runs deep, and it shows in the way people volunteer, support small businesses, and show up for one another. Town festivals, high school football games, farmers markets, and charity events are part of daily life, building a sense of belonging that's hard to find elsewhere. If you're coming from a fast-paced, isolated city, the friendliness and connection you'll find in Tennessee might just be the most meaningful part of your move. So there you have it. 10 powerful reasons why more and more people are choosing Tennessee as their new home. From the low cost of living to the unbeatable scenery, the freedom, the culture, and that rare sense of community, it's easy to see why this state is turning heads across the country. Whether you're craving a simpler life, a fresh start, or just more value for your hard-earned money, Tennessee might just have what you're looking for. But we want to keep the conversation going, so tell us in the comments, which reason resonates the most with you? Or, if you already live in Tennessee, what do you love about it? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop a new video. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you in the next one.